Sally Ride, Amelia Earhart, Marie Curie. They're all women who completed first in their fields, and now a Bay Area woman aims to add her name among those history makers. She is hoping to become the first person to swim the entire California coastline. So joining us now is open swimmer Catherine Breed. Thank you so much for being here, Catherine. We have something in common. We swim. You, however, very, very different.
Thank you for having me.
Well, this is great. We were just chatting and kind of getting to know the history behind this. Before I get to what inspired you to go to open swimming the entire coastline, you tell me you were a middle distance swimmer before college, national team, all that. And then you didn't even like long distance, and here you are now hoping to swim the entire coastline.
Yes. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. When I graduated from UC Berkeley on the swim team, I wanted to continue swimming. I grew up sailing all over the Pacific, and I got introduced to the Dolphin Club, and my journey started with swimming the length of Lake Tahoe, and now I have my sights set on something bigger.
That's amazing. So Lake Tahoe started it all, but now the entire California coastline. What are some of the challenges that you're expecting and that you're training for?
Yeah, I think training for this truly has been my whole life. I don't think you can just train for a 4-month swim. This is going to be an extremely complex swim. The currents, the tides, stretches of coast where we won't have shore access, wildlife, weather, and then just logistics, dealing with a boat and starting and stopping each day.
Wow. I'm in awe because it's hard to swim. It's hard to swim in open water. It's hard to swim for a long distance, and you're doing both. We know that you swam around 28 miles from the Golden Gate Bridge to Half Moon Bay. How has that prepared you for this attempt? You said your whole life really has prepared you.
When I swam from Half Moon Bay in 2022, that was really when I started listening to the voice of you can do this. You know, I've thought about this swim for a really long time, and that swim I called my soul swim because there was no record to go after. It had never been done before, and I was just spending the day in the water with my best friends doing something amazing, and I want to do that in a bigger way and inspire people along the way.
What do you think about when you're swimming for so long? How do you entertain your mind? How do you keep it from going to dark places, you know, or getting too anxious, whatever? How do you calm those? That's
a great question. I get asked that all the time. I do think about what's underneath me, when do I get to eat next, how does my body feel, but mostly I think ultra endurance athletes settle into this very cathartic flow state where you're really not thinking about much. So I'm very focused on the task at hand, and I kind of black out for a little bit and get through my hours, and yeah, hopefully finish.
And I'm curious too, how have these experiences, your open water swims, how have they kind of impacted your everyday life? Like, you know, the way that you look at life, the way that you set goals for yourself.
Yeah, I talk a lot about how swimming's transferred into my personal and professional life and instilled a lot of grit and perseverance and courage. And I think that the story from Swimming California can be translated into that. So, you know, I've gone through a lot of adversity, and I think it's just being tough through those hard moments.
That's incredible. It really, really is. It is not an easy task, but you know what you're hoping to. We're cheering you on. It's you're attempting to do this next year. How does that timing factor in?
Yep. So I'm planning to start June 2026. It will take 3 to 4 months. We are looking for sponsorship and support, and which is part of the reason we're launching this a year out, because it is going to take a lot of help and resources. But this summer I'm going to circumnavigate Lake Tahoe, about 70 miles, and I'll be swimming from the Farallones. So good training swims lined up for this year as well.
Wow. And you were saying that you had your best friends come out and join you.
Yeah.
Hats off to you guys.
It's very fun.
That's wonderful that you share the love for swim also.
Yeah, maybe you'll have to join when I'm doing the swim for a little stretch.
This is me swimming these days, Catherine. That's right.
That's totally fine.
All right. Well, Catherine Breed, the best of luck to you. Stay safe, and we'll see you next year.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you.